Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Alrighty, folks at home, we hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. Reality Check City is in full session, believe me, that we can certainly tell you from world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. There's nobody like this. There's nobody on this level. We are, in fact, believe me, one of a kind. And that's why you should be locked in right here at youtube.com/Michael Does Life. Because today, folks, we are pulling the curtain back on the highly anticipated Crimson Desert. And boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to say. And there has been new recent developments that we will be discussing as well. So if you guys want to chime in, we can maybe make that a possibility here today as we test the waters. But nonetheless, we need you to lock in here today. Hit the like button, share the broadcast. We are exposing the reality of the situation and what could potentially be a cyberpunk situation. Now, of course, nothing can compare to that terrible disaster, but I will tell you that this is not looking fantastic right now by any stretch of the imagination, especially if you are on base consoles. It is looking a little, we're a week away until launch, and they have nothing to show for that. We can certainly tell you, especially for base consoles, they have nothing to show for. And that's where primarily I would argue most people are going to be playing this game is on base PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X or even Xbox Series S. I mean, it really just depends, of course, what you have. But base PS5, I would imagine, would be the most popular console, and they have yet to pull the curtain back on that. We're going to discuss that and much more. Mind you, we are 1 week away until the launch of probably one of the most overhyped games in recent memory, and it is, believe me, a sad situation. They really couldn't care less. They don't clamor for quality, and it could never be me, but it could be you. That we can certainly tell you. So we need you to hit the like button, share the broadcast here today as we are pulling the curtain back on Crimson Desert. You guys got to shape up in here. You got to start locking in. Take your pills, take your vitamins, go see a psychiatrist, psychologist, whoever the fuck can help you with your mental issues, because we can't certainly help you over here. But nonetheless, what we can help you with is your reality in terms of the world of video games, and that's what we're here to do today. So we got the Brick Boy coming through. He's popping the cherry. It's what we love to see. He says Crimson Desert will be a disaster. Well, they're not listening, and they didn't listen for Cyberpunk 6 years ago. Why would they listen now? You know, if they couldn't listen 6 years ago, I mean, that's over half a decade ago. Why would they start listening to World Class now? It's not going to change. It never will. And it's a sad reality, but they need to wake up, because sooner rather than later, they're going to realize that World Class was always right and that they should have listened, but they don't want to listen, and it's a sad, believe me, situation. They don't care. They never have cared. You know, the only concern that they have is lining up to that buffet to consume, and that's the only concern that they have. They're lining up to the buffet right now to consume Crimson Desert. We made a video on it. We told you the reality of the situation, and you get a bunch of bullies in the comment section saying that you're a loser and your eyeballs are in different directions. That's all they can say, because it really speaks to their character and how much of a loser that they are. You know, they can't even discuss the damn video game, and instead they want to discuss World Class. And if they're so obsessed with World Class, then you need to subscribe right here at youtube.com/Michael Does Life, because it is getting a little bit ridiculous. That we can certainly tell you. So we are going to be pulling the curtain back here today on Crimson Desert. That we can certainly tell you. We're going to be pulling the curtain back on Crimson Desert here today. So I need you guys to lock in, because there is a lot to discuss here today. They have put out a launch trailer today, and not only that, but Digital Foundry actually put out a video on the PlayStation 5 Pro version of Crimson Desert. So they have finally shown off gameplay 1 week until release, but only on the PlayStation 5 Pro, which I would argue most people don't have that console. I don't have that console, and we cover video games for a living. And, that, of course, could change with Grand Theft Auto 6 and stuff like that. But right now, we don't currently have a PlayStation 5 Pro, and there's really no desire. I mean, we have a computer. We have all the consoles. There's just really no reason to have the second console like that basically does the same thing, just with a slightly upcrease in image and stuff like that. I think that's a little redundant. But, if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out and they have a 60 frames per second mode on the PlayStation 5 Pro, then we'll definitely consider it. But right now, we don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro, but nonetheless, that's where Digital Foundry chose. That's where Pearl Abyss said, hey, guys, you guys can come out of the woodwork with this PlayStation 5 Pro gameplay, and that's all they have to show for. So in terms of getting console footage from any base consoles, you're not getting that right now anyway as of this broadcast, nor are you getting any look at any of the Xbox versions or anything like that. So there's still a lot of big question marks surrounding this game. And I think a lot of people are ultimately going to be disappointed. But, of course, they don't care. They never have, and believe me, they never will. And it is a sad situation. They just don't care. This guy in here has got his thinking cap on. I can tell you that right now. I'm not even going to shout him out because you guys will start bullying him. But he's got his thinking cap on, and it is what we love to see. So we're going to continue to go through this and dissect this in a way that makes sense. I'm coming right over here. I ain't got no time today. So if you guys want to lollygag, then miss out and don't be a part of it. I couldn't care less. But Crimson Desert don't. This is what we're talking about here today. Now, we did make this earlier today before the gameplay came out for the PlayStation 5 Pro version, so some of this is not true. But with that said, a lot of it is. So we're going to go ahead and break this down here. Hit the like button, share the broadcast. Let's get the support up in here because right now it's not where it really should be, in my opinion, for such a high-quality caliber show. It's already starting to be long in the tooth here. So look at this right here. No console gameplay. The game releases in just 1 week. Now, of course, that has changed. As the Brick Boy comes through here, look at this right here. The Brick Boy is coming through. Get some huge W's right there. We're going to go ahead and get the lasers out. The Brick Boy is in the building.
Super chat. Shalaboola.
And it is what we love to see. Two-time Tony Hawk combo. The Brick Boy is coming through, and he's coming through bigly here today, and it is fantastic. That we can certainly tell you. It is a Shalaboola moment as the Brick Boy takes us to the promised land, and in a way that makes sense, and it is, believe me, what we love to see as we go ahead and get the lasers out for the Brick Boy, as the Brick Boy is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense, and it is fantastic. We'll go ahead and get the lasers out right there. The Brick Boy is in the building, and he is coming through bigly. Brick Boy is in the building, popping the cherry, setting the mood, the vibe, the tone, and the atmosphere for this Crimson Desert reality check. They can't handle it. Well, that's too bad because they're going to be left behind. So Crimson Desert, don't. Right now, as of this broadcast, the only, and again, we made this before the console gameplay came out for Digital Foundry. They put out the PlayStation 5 Pro version, but it still holds true in some regards because there is no base console gameplay, and the game releases in just 1 week, and I would argue that that's more important to show off the game because here's the reality of the situation. Here's the reality of the situation. By them showing off, and by the way, they waited until 1 week until release. By them showing off the PlayStation 5 Pro version, it honestly doesn't scream confidence because if they really wanted to show confidence in their engine and this game performing well, they would have showed it off on base PS5 because then if you knew it ran well on base PS5, then it's going to run spectacular on PlayStation 5 Pro. But instead, they did the opposite, and they said, we're going to go with the high-end PlayStation 5 Pro, and that's the version that they showed off. We're not interested in spamming, okay? You guys have to bring intellectual conversations to this show. That's how it's going to grow. No one wants to come into this stream and see a bunch of people just spamming shit because everyone's insecure and they're socially anxious. You guys need to take medicine or something. Go to a doctor. Get help for that. I can't help you guys, okay? But what we can tell you is that this is the reality of the situation. Right now, there is no base console gameplay. Now, again, we made this chart before Digital Foundry put out their video. I have yet to see the video in full length. We have skimmed it a little bit. But with that said, there is no base console gameplay, and the game releases in just 1 week. You need to lock in. Take it to the Crimson Desert Reddit. Take it to the Twatter. Take it to the Fort. Wherever you got to take it, get it there. So here we go. PC version is exclusively sent to reviewers. There's going to be no reviewers that are going to be reviewing the console versions. I guess Digital Foundry is the exception. But again, they are seemingly just playing it on the PlayStation 5 Pro, at least for now. So right now, all of the people that are playing this game, they are exclusively playing the PC version on their high-end rigs more than likely. So that's one thing to consider as well. There's no base console gameplay. Game release is in just 1 week, by the way. The PC version exclusively is sent to reviewers. The review embargo is 1 day before release. That's a terrible sign. We saw that with Cyberpunk, and look at what they, tried to hide there. They tried to hide it bigly and strongly. And not only that, but look at this right here. Just today, they added Dunvo DRM 1 week before release on Steam, and that is unbelievable, because not only is it unbelievable that they would wait in that long to add it, but that's because motherfucking ass, it is going to affect performance as well, and it is, believe me, a sad situation. So those are the things to consider right now. We have no base console gameplay, and that's obviously where a lot of people are going to be playing this at, especially if you're on console. You're going to be checking out the base PlayStation 5 version, and right now we have no gameplay of that. The game comes out in about 1 week from now. That's a huge red flag. If they were so confident in this game running well, they would have showed off the base PlayStation 5 version and then worked their way up from there and said, hey guys, it runs great, 1080p, whatever the hell, on the base PlayStation 5, and then they would have shown off a better version and said, well, it runs great on the base PS5, it runs even better on the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's not a really hard philosophy, but of course a bunch of losers on the internet just want to look at some Digital Foundry clips and say, wow, this is fantastic. The whole Digital Foundry clip is the PlayStation 5 Pro version, and I guess there's apparently going to be more coverage coming soon. We don't know when, but right now, the fact that they couldn't even show it themselves is utterly ridiculous, that we can tell you. I mean, this is a huge red flag. This game is a huge red flag. If you don't care, delete your account, delete your YouTube channel. I don't care. Levi's coming through, and he's coming through bigly and in a way that makes sense, and it is what we love to see. It really is. It is the exact same thing, and they don't care. They never have, and why would they now? I mean, they didn't 6 years ago when we were right about that, and no one came back to the video and said, hey, you know what? Wow, this guy was actually onto something, and he wasn't pulling chain or playing possum, because they obviously didn't just give two shits. That's what Jerry Lawler said. He didn't give two shits, and these people don't give two shits either. They don't care. They're blind consumers. They want to consume whatever is brand new and shiny, and they couldn't care less that it runs maybe at potentially 30 frames on base PS5 at max. And really, that's a sad situation, because they were touting this to be the best thing since sliced bread, and I'll tell you what, it's a sad situation. Levi in the building, coming through hard and strong, longest subscriber of the live viewing audience. That we can certainly tell you. There is no PS5, base PS5 gameplay. You're not understanding. There's no base PS5 gameplay on the internet. Digital Foundry today did put out their video, and they have footage of the PlayStation 5 Pro version. Okay? So you can see what it looks like, at least what they're showing you on the PS5 Pro. Okay? You can look at footage from Digital Foundry on the PlayStation 5 Pro and get an assessment of maybe what it is going to perform like and look like based on their coverage right there from Digital Foundry. However, that's not necessarily convincing to me, because, again, more people are obviously on the base PS5. More people are on the Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and right now we have absolutely no idea how this game is going to perform, and I know they put the chart out, but they still have yet to show it. And if they're so hell-bent on this game running great, if they're so hell-bent on this game running just utterly fantastic, then why wouldn't they pull the curtain back? Why are they going to Digital Foundry so that they can play it safe? And it's a sad situation, that we can tell you, because look at this right here. They put out a launch trailer today, and look at this launch trailer. This is unbelievable. This isn't even it. We got so much to talk about here today. We are opening up the lines today, that we can fucking tell you. So you losers need to get fucking ready, because I'm done with this bullshit. I am fed up with this crap. But look at this right here. So today they put up a launch trailer for Crimson Desert, right? 5 hours ago. They put out a launch trailer for Crimson Desert, okay? They put out a launch trailer for Crimson Desert, and the footage was captured on PC. How can you put out... This was on the PlayStation channel, by the way. This was on the PlayStation channel, okay? The PlayStation YouTube channel. The launch trailer for your game is captured on a computer. That's a huge red flag, okay? The fact that they chose a computer to show the best-looking version possible, and then saying, hey, PlayStation, upload our trailer. The footage was captured on PC. Crimson Desert Where is the PS5 footage? You're so hell-bent that the PlayStation 5 version runs so incredibly well. You're so hell-bent that, hey, Digital Foundry has the PS5 Pro version. That doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, that is not instilling confidence in the millions of people that have potentially pre-ordered this game on base PlayStation 5. It is unbelievably ridiculous. You guys are not listening, and I'm going to 4channel with the stream. I'm going to Reddit with the stream. I'll make my alt accounts. I really couldn't give two shits. If you guys are so fucking poppycocked, lazy-ass motherfuckers, then I'll just go ahead and do what we need to fucking do over here, and we're going to leave y'all fucking behind. That's what I can fucking tell you. I'll make the alts. I'll fucking do the work myself. It's as simple as that. If you're not going to take it over there, I'll do it. And I don't really care if we get banned. It really doesn't bother me at all. I'm trying to tell you the reality of the situation. We've been through this. It's not our first rodeo, and you guys are refusing to listen. Quit leaving dumb-ass comments in the chat and start waking up. This is bullshit. This is stupid. And obviously, there's a big problem with this game on base consoles. I mean, you can't tell me that there's not, because otherwise they would have shown the damn thing and they would have said, hey, Digital Foundry, let's instill confidence in the consumer and let's say, okay, a lot of people are concerned about gameplay, especially on base consoles. Let's give Digital Foundry that first look. Well, what they did was they went for the PlayStation 5 Pro version and they said, this is what you're going to look at. And I said, well, that doesn't matter, because who really has a PlayStation 5 Pro? Very few people compared to the base PS5. So you have a massive situation there where you're showing a version that most people arguably are not going to play. Very few people are going to be playing it on PS5 Pro, and more so obviously on base PS5. But again, today, this is the PlayStation YouTube channel. They put up the freaking trailer, the launch trailer, and by the way, it is all captured on PC, okay? This is honestly a bunch of baloney. That's what it is. It's a bunch of baloney. It really is a bunch of baloney. Cyberpunk did the same thing. They did the Night City Wire event, and they showed off a snippet of gameplay. Now, obviously, they didn't go to Digital Foundry because back then, Digital Foundry, I don't think, was as big. But nonetheless, they showed off the Pro versions, the PS4 Pro version, the Xbox One X version of Cyberpunk 2077. And they did that within a very controlled environment where the car was going very slow. And they tried to sell you that lie, and they tried to sell you that bullshit so that you could keep your pre-order locked in and that everything was great. And the devs came out and said it runs great on base consoles and all this crap. Well, it turns out that that wasn't obviously the case, and the rest is history. And I'm not saying that this game is going to be as big of a disaster, but clearly they're not pulling the curtain back in a way that makes sense, because this is utterly ridiculous. You have PlayStation uploading the launch trailer for your game. It says PS5 games, Crimson Desert launch trailer. The game comes out in 1 week. The footage is captured on the computer. How does that even make sense? Well, it doesn't make sense. That's why we're taking it to 4channel. That's why we're going elsewhere, because you guys are not listening by any stretch of the imagination. This is the chart that you need to understand. There's no base console gameplay. The game releases in just 1 week. The PC version is exclusively sent to reviewers. There's no console review coming, and that's the reality of the situation. Let's go over here and take a look at this right here. We got Gaming Complex coming through. Imagine Complex is coming through.
Korean shallow immature Solomorp T4 did slop. This game is just Black Desert for Care Bears morons.
Imagine Complex is coming through. It is what we love to see. He's coming through with a 5, and he's coming through in a big way, and it is fantastic. And I think, ultimately, despite the performance topics that we're talking about now and the concern for that, I think ultimately the game itself isn't going to be that great either. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed by this game. They said it's a very complex game to get into, and there's not really a narrative. There's not really one that makes any sense anyway from what we've heard from the previews and things like that. It doesn't seem like it's going to be all it's cracked up to be. In fact, I could argue that this probably might get like a low 70 or maybe a high 70 on Metacritic, but probably nothing more than that. So I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed by this game, and with the way they're handling things, it's utterly ridiculous and very sad, that we can certainly tell you. So Imagine Complex is in the building. He's coming through bigly and in a way that makes sense. And yes, we have this to talk about as well. I'm not trying to rush through all of the talking points here today because you're not listening to any of them by the anyway. But with that said, look at this right here. So we got Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is not fully playable on the disc. This is a sad situation right here. And we got the confirmation right here. It says, a word of caution, Crimson Desert's physical release seems to be screwed. There is a video that shows you can't start until you update. Makes you wonder why. We also saw a message from claiming there is fully playable build on disc. So the rep apparently said it was fully playable on disc, and yet we're not seeing that, which is a very sad situation. So it looks like the game isn't going to be fully playable on disc day one. And that is ultimately very sad. Look at this right here. Joshua Trump is coming through, and he's coming through, and in a way that makes sense. We're going to have to start shilling because they're not listening. They're literally not listening.
Everybody and their mother will turn against this game. And we love playing contrarian in here.
Yeah.
That's what we love.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if the big shills start turning against this game, then we're going to have to turn as well, because that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? You know, they're shilling it right now. They're hyping it up. And you know what's really sad? And I hate to say this, but you know what's really sad? There's reviewers out right now that have the game, but they're making videos and they're pretending to not have the game. It's the most disingenuous thing I've ever seen. I'm not even trolling. There's a lot of reviewers that have the game. Now they're under embargo until one day before release, but they're acting like they don't even have the game. It's really freaking sad. I don't know how you guys subscribe to half of these people on this platform. I mean, they're all a bunch of losers, professional sellouts. They all make the same safe videos. They're all under the same talent agency. It's really just a bunch of poppycock is what it is. It's all one big freaking QVC advertisement for these games. And they all say the same thing. They all have to make sure that, you know, they don't rock the boat and that what they say is brand friendly and all this other bullshit. It's really a bunch of baloney is what it is. It's just a bunch of fucking stupidity, really, honestly. That's what it is, and it's a sad situation. So again, it looks like the disc version of Crimson Desert, you're not going to be able to play that offline because it's not fully on the disc. So again, that's another thing as well. I mean, it just keeps adding up with this game. It really is just a total disaster, in my opinion, on really where this is at. Now again, if this game does come out and it is utterly fantastic, we'll eat our words, I guess, but I have yet to see any reason that this game would be actually fantastic. There's just too much going on right now that makes absolutely no sense. Again, no base PS5 console gameplay or any base console gameplay from Xbox either. PC version exclusively sent to reviewers, so you're not getting a review of the console version, I guess, unless Digital Foundry wants to do a review, because they're the only ones that seemingly got the PlayStation 5 Pro version. The review embargo is 1 day before release. That's not a great sign, I can tell you that right now. We got Dunvo DRM. They just added Dunvo to the release, which is potentially going to impact PC performance as well. They've added Dunvo DRM to the game on Steam. Now, again, most games have that, but that is going to probably affect performance a little bit as well. And it is just a sad, sad situation that we can tell you. They really have nothing to say on this game. I don't know how you can come in and have any confidence whatsoever with this game when it literally is the next Cyberpunk right in front of your face. The hype is really up to the moon, and they have nothing to say, and it is, believe me, a sad, sad situation, that we can tell you. They really don't care. It's a sad situation. They don't care. They never have, and believe me, they never will. When are you people going to wake up? Get it on Reddit. Get it on 4channel. Put it on 4channel right now. Go to the V message board and put it on there. I don't care. This is ridiculous. We're trying to help people out here by making an informed purchase decision, and right now I just don't think that they have sold you enough on this game to say, hey guys, look, pre-order our game. I think they're hiding behind the bushes, and it's a sad situation. I mean, the game releases in 1 week. If they wanted people to feel confident in their pre-order, they should have given Digital Foundry the base PS5 version and said, this is how it performs. And that's, of course, assuming it performs great. Now, obviously, it might not perform great on the base PS5. We don't know. But with that said, they did give Digital Foundry the PlayStation 5 Pro version, and they have a whole video on that. Well, even if it runs great on there, it should. It's a much more expensive console, but less people have it. That doesn't apply to me. That doesn't apply to a lot of gamers. So even if it does run better on there, well, that doesn't hold much for the base consoles, let me tell you that, because they're probably utilizing the new PSSR technology as well. I mean, I haven't seen the Digital Foundry video, but this is really a sad situation, that we can tell you. They really just don't care, and it is so sad. And he says, text your grandma and let her know the disc build is screwed. And that's unfortunate, because I was hoping for another Cyberpunk moment where we can get the game early and maybe show you guys the reality of the situation. But, I mean, this is just not a great sign here. I mean, this is the launch trailer, and the whole damn thing was captured on the computer. It's right here in the trailer. This is the PlayStation YouTube channel. And the Crimson Desert launch trailer was literally captured on the PC. It was captured on the PC. I don't understand why people are complaining every game requires internet at some point. Well, we have multiple points to talk about here today. Why aren't they showing off base console footage? Why did they go to Digital Foundry? Are they scared themselves to put out gameplay because people wouldn't believe them? Well, that's not a great sign. I mean, if people aren't going to have trust in what you're saying, then clearly, you have to go to the middleman, Digital Foundry, so that, you can earn trust and this game's going to perform great in this, that, and the third. And it's really just a sad situation. I can tell you that right now. I mean, Capcom, they were so confident in the Switch 2 version, which I don't think I think that's overhyped as well. I have Resident Evil 9 Requiem on the Switch 2, and I would never recommend that version unless you needed it portably. That's not the version to play. I mean, obviously the definitive version is the path tracing on the computer, but I think the Switch 2 version, I mean, they had the shills come out, the professional sellouts come out, and they were shilling that game, Resident Evil Requiem on the Switch 2, and the performance and things like that. But ultimately at the end of the day, I think they should have done something similar to that. They should have said, we're so confident in this game, it's our own engine, it's not Unreal Engine 5. We want to show you what it looks and performs like on that base PS5, and they have yet to do that because they went to Digital Foundry because they knew that they were going to essentially show the good, and I haven't seen that video, so I don't know what they really talk about. But even if they do have more coverage for the base consoles, I mean, we're getting close to the release here, and unless they put that out within the next few days here, it's not going to really it's not going to really make that much of a difference. And I don't understand why you would wait until the very last minute if your game runs well, why you would wait until the very last minute to show off that base console footage, especially considering the fact that this was captured on a PC. It's not a hard situation, that we can certainly tell you. But they don't care. I mean, when are you guys going to start caring? When are you guys going to start coming through and saying, holy shit, the whole gaming industry is a sham? Because that's essentially what it's turned into. It's just one big thing, and it just never ends. It's a really sad situation. They're shilling, they're lying, and they have nothing to say. I mean, they really have nothing to say. The gameplay is very simple, and the enemies are easy as hell to kill. It's nowhere near as good as an action RPG. Dragon's Dogma 2 has way more challenging monsters. This game is going to have strong sales, but when people get their hands on it, there's going to be riots. I don't think that's the case. I think you were shilling it anyway. I think I just saw a comment from you, and you were shilling it. You said Digital Foundry was... that won the normies over. Now they're going to keep their pre-order locked in because they did put out gameplay on the PlayStation 5 Pro with Digital Foundry, and quite frankly, I don't think that's going to make any difference because they've already won them over. I mean, really, honestly, they've already won them over. It's a sad situation, that we can tell you. A lot of low energy in here today. Don't know how to help you guys, but man, oh man, we need some help in here. That we can tell you. A lot of low energy in here today. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. I have brought up fair points. You want to judge based on the cover of the book. I don't care. You have terrible character. Your parents didn't raise you right. You didn't get your didn't get your high school diploma. I don't give a shit about your existence, okay? I mean, I just really don't. You guys are internet users to me. You can go fuck yourself unless you're talking about the topic at hand. I'm fucking done with this shit. Quit fucking judging the messenger and just listen to the goddamn message. There's a problem with this game. It's as simple as that. There is. There's a problem with this game. You want to just sit there and act like you don't care. Well, I don't care that you don't care. Just get the hell out of here. We don't care. Go watch everyone else shill it. Go watch everyone else parrot the game, and you can have fun over there. I'm not doing that, okay? The fact that they have yet to show off base PS5 gameplay from any console is ridiculous. The game doesn't exist on the freaking disc, right? We've seen that. And then the game was captured on the PC. Okay, this is the PS5 YouTube channel. I mean that's ridiculous. That's just false advertising. That's false advertising, is what that is. That's fucking stupid as shit. Like, it just is, because you have to zoom into that fine print to see that the game was captured on the computer, and this is the PS5 launch. This is the PS5 trailer. It makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. But they don't care. They really don't care. Okay, we are opening up the lines. We're going to test this out here. I don't know if this is going to work, so we are opening up the lines because this is what you losers want. So we're testing out a brand new system here. It might not work, but that's why we're testing the waters here. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines and watch no one call in. Watch this shit. So just start recording and documenting this, because these losers for years have said open up the lines again, and I said, well, today's the day. We're going to open up the lines. And if you're not going to discuss it, don't join the queue, okay? If you're not going to discuss Crimson Desert, do not join the queue. We will immediately get you out. It's really that simple, okay? If you're not going to discuss Crimson Desert, do not click on the link, because we will not be getting you on the air. It's that simple. So don't even try it. Okay, so we are going to be opening up the lines here. If you want to discuss the game, we will happy to have you on the air. If you want to be a weird parasocial, we're going to get you off the air. Okay? And we'll go to the next guest. It's that simple. So here's what we're going to do. And look at this right here. James Figaro is coming through, and he came through bigly last night. James Figaro is in the building. He came through in a way that makes sense yesterday. It is what we love to see. Big W's in the chat right here. Coming through bigly and in a way that makes sense. James Figaro is in here, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense. It is what we love to see. James Figaro is coming through bigly right there, and he came through bigly last night. He's stepping up to the plate in here and coming through, and in a way that makes sense, plowing through with the tangerines. You love to see it, and coming through bigly and in a way that makes sense. It is fantastic. James Figaro, get some huge W's in the chat. We need the chat to turn up in here. Huge W's. Okay, I don't care. If you need Dr. Phil, you don't tell me that you need Dr. Phil. I don't need to hear about your issue. We're not doing that. We're doing call-ins in a way that's never been done before. Not a single person on this I'm not using what other people use, so you can kiss my ass on that. We are taking call-ins. Again, before we start this, I don't even know if it's going to work. In fact, actually, it's not going to work. We need to fix that right now. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear anything right now. We actually have to fix that. If we're going to attempt to do this, and I want to see if this works, but we're going to attempt to take your call on Crimson Desert. Do not join the queue if you have nothing to say about Crimson Desert. As we'll moving on to the next guest that has something to say and wants to discuss the game, that we can certainly tell you. Look at this right here. James Figaro is stepping up to the plate. He has had enough. We are going to start standing up because James Figaro is in the building and he's plowing through big and strong and in a way that makes sense. And it is, believe me, what we love to see. James Figaro is in the building. I don't even know what to say, but holy fucking shit, it's big and it's strong and it's amazing. We're going to get on our knees because holy shit, it's that great. James Figaro is in the building and he's plowing through bigly and strongly and in a way that makes sense. Coming through bigly and strongly, hard and strong. Get some W's in the chat. Say thank you to James Figaro because you're too poor to come through. I mean, Jesus Christ. Let's get it going in here. Get the energy up in here. I'm opening up the lines, and I don't care because that's what we're doing. James Figaro is in the building, and he's plowing through hard and strong, and right there it is. The Bruce Wayne Bucks have been deployed. James Figaro is in the building, and he's plowing through hard and strong, and in a way that makes sense. We're on our knees out here. James Figaro is in the building, and he's making a damn point. It's what we love to see. Coming through hard and strong, and certainly in a way that makes sense. James Figaro is in here, and he's making a damn point. Huge W right there with the Bruce Wayne Bucks. He is plowing through bigly and strongly on this St. Patrick's Day upcoming weekend here. James Figaro is in the building, and he's coming through hard and strong. We're getting the lasers out. James Figaro is coming through, and he's coming through bigly and nicely, and it is unbelievably amazing, and it is what we love to see. James Figaro is coming through bigly. Huge thank you to James Figaro with the kind generosity, dropping the big bomb right there with the $50 super chat and the two-time Tony Hawk combo. It is what we love to see. James Figaro is in the building. He is coming through. We are going to be opening up the lines here for those that want to discuss Crimson Desert. But we need to know how to do this, and it's going to take a few moments here. We're going to try and get this going here. Let me take a look here. Okay. Well, it was on here, but give me 1 second here. Okay, that could potentially work. Yeah, with that said, we are going to be attempting to open up the lines here. And in a way that makes sense. Well, if you guys aren't going to discuss Crimson Desert, we're going to be moving along here. Let's see if this works here. Let me test it out myself. Okay, it might not be working. Hold on here. Hello? We got a big issue. Hold on. Hello. Okay. It's gonna start acting a little weird here. But we might be getting it to work here. Give me 1 second. Huh. Let me take a look. We might not be able to get it working. I don't know what's going on. Okay, we're going to copy that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so if you want to join the call here, I don't know why I put us into this little window here, but nonetheless, if you want to join the call here, we're going to try and accommodate. But I don't know if the audio is going to work. It might be a total disaster here. And Imagine Complex is coming through with the 5. James Figaro with the $50 bomb. It is what we love to see. Imagine Complex is in the building. And he says the normies are muddying in their brown pants for this disgusting flavor of less than 2 days game. I mean, it's going to fall off quickly. That we can certainly tell you. It's going to fall off quickly. That we can certainly tell you. We're not going to react to the Digital Foundry PS5 gameplay because that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I don't have a PlayStation 5 Pro. I told you guys there's a big problem with this game, and you guys are refusing to listen. It's a sad situation. Okay, if you want to call in, I don't know if that'll work. We're going to go ahead and test it out. And there you go right there. There is the link right there. If you want to call in, we're going to get Crimson Desert people in here. And if they want to discuss the game, we'll try and get you on the air if it works. I can't promise that it will work, but nonetheless, we're going to be testing this out. If you want to discuss Crimson Desert, happy to join the queue. If not, we will be moving on to the next guest. We will be, so click on that link, and you should be taking into the queue if you want to call in here, and we're hoping that the audio is going to work in a way that makes sense. No one is joining in here, and I knew this was going to be a problem. They were clamoring for call-ins, and all of a sudden you do call-ins, and they're nowhere to be found. It's a sad.
At ImagineLX
we got a big problem here.
5,850 super chatted €5. Normies are
we might not
their
be able to
pants
do it. I
brown
can't
for
have
this
audio
disgusting
right now.
flavor of less than 2 days game.
You don't need Apple. You do not need Apple to call in. You guys are dumb. I mean, you guys are so low IQ, it's not even funny. You don't need Apple to call in. Quit being dumb. You do not need Apple to call in. You do not need Apple to call in. Here we go. Someone is calling in. I don't know if we can hear. Hello? Who is this? Hello? Waiting, by the way. How do you do this? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Who is this? Hello? It's working. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's working.
Hold on. I can't. But they can't hear you.
Lord Gaming.
Hold on. Wait, hold on 1 second. We're gonna try. It is working, but they can't. Hold on. Just quit talking for 1 second. I gotta fix this. Hold on. It is working.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me, but the stream can't hear you. But I think we might be having it fixed. Go ahead and speak.
Hello?
Yeah, I can't get you. Can you guys hear him or no? Guys, can you guys hear him or no? I don't think you guys can hear him. I think you're hearing it through the microphone.
The stream can't hear us. Yeah.
We heard him. The volume is low. Well, it's coming through the microphone. It's not letting us get the audio. We might not be able to do it. Huh.
We might not want to stream.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Hold on. We might be getting closer. Go ahead and talk again.
Hello?
Yeah. Huh. Well, maybe.
Is it working now?
Well, I mean, we can get it to work. Well, we can get it to work, actually, but it's just going to be lower quality. I can get it to work, actually. Give me 1 second. No, we can get it to work. We're just going to have to do it this way. Okay. Go ahead.
Is it working now?
Yeah. I think it's working now, and I think they can hear you. Hello, you're on the air. What do you have to say about Crimson Desert? What do you have to say about Crimson Desert? I think they can.
My question is basically, Michael, that Crimson doesn't look like Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, you think it looks like Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the fact that they're not showing off base PS5 gameplay?
Because they want to show the FPS basically, like the 30 FPS. I think it will be 30 FPS on base PS5.
Yeah, and that's why they're not showing it. I mean, they're only showing the PlayStation 5 Pro version, Digital Foundry. They're showing the PlayStation 5 Pro version, and it's a sad situation. That's the only version they're showing. And mind you, the game comes out in 1 week. It's over.
Yeah, it's the same thing I'm trying to say. Like, the first time I saw the gameplay, I thought this is like Assassin's Creed and Ubisoft copy. It's basically something that new that they did it, but most of the things are like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's basically going to be Assassin's Creed. And, well, that's why they're hyped. I mean, that's what they love. They love Assassin's Creed 3. We're going to try and get this louder because it's still not properly working. This is crazy. Okay, what about now? They should be able to hear a little bit better now. Yeah, go ahead and say... Yeah, I think they can hear you a little bit better now.
By the way, do you think that this game has fan base, like, because this is the new game for them, this is the first game.
Yeah, well, they made that online game, and quite frankly, I think that, but, yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know. We'll have to see. Well, thanks for calling in here and testing this out. I think it is working, maybe not to the best. That's what we're talking about. Take care. The way to do this, but we'll try and work through the kinks here. Okay, I think we hit the wrong button. Go ahead and click the link again. You do not need to have anyone can call in, okay? You guys are making assumptions, but anyone can call in. You do not need to have Apple to call in. Anyone can call in. You do not need to have Apple to call in. It's not hard to figure out. We have audio issues, but we'll work on those. Anyone can call in. The link is right there. We're going to pin the link if you want to call in and talk about Crimson Desert. I don't understand the audio situation, but we got it working. It's not the best audio, but hello? Actually, that's not even working anymore. The hell is going on? This isn't even working any. Hello? There we go. I don't know what's going on. It's very broken right now, I tell you. So if you guys want to call in, go ahead and click that link. We had someone else waiting in the queue, but they're not there now, so I don't know how to get them back. So if you want to call in right there, the link is in the chat. And this is what I said. I said, well, we can wait until GTA 6 to do call-ins again, but quite frankly, they can't handle it. It's unreal. That we can tell you. Here we go. Let's try and get someone else on the air. How do you do this? I'm pressing the green button, homie. Hello? What the hell is this? It's not working. It might be broken. We might have broke it. It's not working. It's unreal. Hello. Okay, he must have hung up. Hello, you're on the air. The audio is not terrible. You're going to have to sit down. Hello, you're on the air. Skype shut down. We can't use Skype anymore. So you're going. Oh my God, what the hell is this? Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Mike.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? And what do you think about Crimson Desert?
It's Jack Burton here, you alright?
Oh, we got Jack. Jack Ben's got the web scraper.
Yeah, the web scraper.
No. You got the where's David? David's probably foaming at the mouth right now.
David fell off, man, didn't he?
He did. I mean, bro, he got mad. He dropped his membership, turned into a fake, got on that fake fan behavior. It just really could never be me.
I know. Terrible.
Jack Pitten's, and by the way, Jack Pitten, you're the one that told us about the GTA 6 delay. We were talking, I think, about Arc Raiders. Yeah, we were going to play that, and then you said GTA 6 was delayed, and I knew you weren't trolling, so I said, well, that's it. And we looked, and it was indeed delayed. Unreal. It's a sad situation.
It was terrible. Did you see the Crimson Desert then?
Oh, yeah. Look, I mean, just look at it. It's unreal.
It looked really, really bad.
Yeah.
I looked at those graphics, and it's all these medieval games, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
festering.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It looks so bad, bro. It looks so terrible. I mean, you can't even play it on the disc. You have to go online to update the game. That's ridiculous. They're not showing off base console footage. I mean, honestly, I don't understand what there is to say positively about this game other than maybe on the surface it looks interesting, but I think the problem with this game is going to be that, it's going to get boring real quick.
I mean, if you look at it, it kind of looks like a what was that game that came out last year in February? What's it called? One that you was playing about 6 hours. Kingdom Come 2.
Oh Lord, Kingdom Come 2. Oh Lord.
It looks like that to me. I look at it. It looks terrible in graphics and performance.
Oh, absolute slump.
Captured on PC as well.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the PlayStation YouTube channel. That's the PlayStation YouTube channel. They're showing off the PC version. It's a sad situation.
All these games are just filler until November 19th.
Oh, yeah.
The one that I'm looking forward to the most.
Oh, absolutely. That's going to be the big one, Grand Theft Auto 6. And, that's what they want this game to be. They want this game to be a medieval GTA 6 where you can do everything, and it's going to be so immersive and things like that. But it's a bunch of mini games that are going to get boring after a while.
I'll give it, a week, and this game will be dead.
Oh yeah. Well, look at Resident Evil. I mean, look at Resident Evil. Resident Evil, that thing came out. They were hyping it up to the moon and back, and that thing fell off. I mean, there's barely 50K people playing that on Steam. It's over.
I played that game, and it was hearing Grace stutter every 5 seconds. Got right on my nerves.
Unreal.
So I don't see this game lasting long. I'm honest.
Yeah, it's going to fall off. But that's what these games are. They're disposable. They hype them up to the moon and back, and then they come out, and then maybe 1 week later, there's about 5 people playing it. It's a sad situation.
It's never going to happen. So.
Unreal.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to GTA. That's the one that I'm looking for. So hopefully everyone can tune in when you're playing it.
Oh, yeah, they need to start shaping up. Because, we should have more viewers right here for Crimson Desert, the reality check, but they can't handle it. It's unreal.
I know, and this stream is EU friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. EU friendly. Well, we had a lot of EU people that used to call in, and they got hot about certain things. But, ultimately at the end of the day, they need to start shaping up because this is looking like potentially another Cyberpunk situation.
Oh, God. That's another game that's fallen off big time. This game will be the same. This game's going to fall off big. So big.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're doing the same thing as what they were doing with Cyberpunk. They're holding back footage on a lot.
I know, but
it's unreal.
But the way it's looking like now, a lot of people are hyping up the new Xbox, which is going to be.
Oh yeah, they're hyping up the new Xbox, and I don't really care. I mean, we need to see great games. I mean, all they do is sell you hardware these days, and we need great software.
I know. I think they're looking at the Xbox will be the game for Windows or something like that, where all Windows devices can use the Xbox facilities. And
yeah, it's just a glorified computer now. I mean, that's really all it is now. Glorified computer.
So
unreal.
No more buying PCs for gaming. Just get a new Xbox.
Yep, and that'll be unreal.
That's where all the hardware parts. So So I'm not looking forward to this game, but it'll be fun to see you smash through it.
Yeah, we'll check this out, and it's going to be a slop fest. I can tell you that. Lots of busy work, and it's going to be so sad. Jack Pitt, look at this right here. The web scraper. He's got a motherfucking web scraper, homie.
Where's David?
Yeah, where's David at? Oh, he'll be in here talking smack in about 5 minutes. Watch this. He'll get a little notification. You guarantee it.
I know.
Unreal.
Expose me. What happens when he exposes me? He goes.
Oh.
He can't handle it. He can't handle the web scraping.
Can't handle the web scraping. It's really just unbelievable. And again, you were the first one to tell us that it was delayed. They couldn't handle it.
I couldn't believe it. I was sat here watching the stream and then seeing the Twitter. No one's telling you. So someone's got to tell you that the biggest game of all has been delayed again.
Yeah.
So,
well, hopefully it doesn't happen again, because that would be 2027. By the way, ain't nobody got time for that.
I'm hoping if we get to May, there's got to be some news on that come May.
Oh.
If not, I'll start worrying.
Unreal.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Well, listen, appreciate you calling in, man.
Cheers, Mike.
Cheers, Mike. Cheers, Mike. All righty, if you want to call in, go ahead and click the link in the chat. We had a couple of callers here. We're working through the technical. I don't know if you can even hear the calls that well. Jack Benton in the building there. Look at that right there. You do not need any specific hardware to call in. It is open to anyone. So you can click the link and you can join. That's how it works. Because some people in here were saying, well, I don't have this, I don't have that. You don't need that in order to call in. The link just works. They can't handle it, though. It's a sad situation, that we could tell you. We don't have 0 callers. You're a loser. And weren't you the one? I'm going to start screenshotting these old comments. You guys said, bring the call-ins back, bring the call-ins back. The link's literally right there. Anyone can click it. You don't need any Apple things to click on the link and use it. You guys are losers. It's unreal. Okay, let's go ahead and go back in there. And let's see if there's any more callers. Guys, if you want to talk about Crimson Desert, get them on the line. I told you guys, they're not listening. Maybe it froze right now. I don't know what's going on. Well, Skype shut down. We can't use that. If we could use that, I would use that, but we can't use that because it shut down. So what do you want me to do? And there's not many great alternatives, really. So this is what we're going to try and work with here, but it's actually frozen. It's actually frozen here. I don't know what's going on. Hello, cheers. It's a bit of a drag, isn't it? Hello, cheers, mate. It's a bit of a drag, isn't it? Cheers, mate. It's a bit of a drag, isn't it? Okay, I got to make a new link, I guess. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this is confusing, but we'll get it working here. Should get it working here. I think we're clicking on the wrong button. I'm going to come in here. So we got a brand new link here. Okay. So we're gonna share the brand new link here because that one's not working anymore, I don't think. Let's take a look here. Okay, there's the brand new link. It should be working. I'm not playing the new John Carpenter game because it looks terrible. Okay, the link is in the chat right now, youtube.com/MichaelDoesLive. Go ahead and click the link. We'll try and get you on the air here if it works. One person waiting here. We do have someone on the line here. Let's see if it works. What the hell is this? Hello?
Hey, Michael, how's it going?
That's what we're talking about. Now, what do you think of? Is it working? What do you think about Crimson Desert here? The situation with Crimson Desert.
Well, my opinion keeps going down. I know you talked. I joined a little late. I know you talked a little bit about the Digital Foundry thing, but did you see with them? They weren't just sent a code. They were literally just sent a PS5 Pro with it pre-downloaded.
There ain't no. There's no way.
Shone in super chat is
There's
$5.
no way, dude.
It's over. We out here.
So they sent them something pre-installed. So who knows what they sent them or what tweaks they made to it.
So you're saying Digital Foundry was sent. I don't even know if they can hear your call. This shit's so jacked up. But you're saying Digital Foundry was sent. They just sent over a whole PS5 Pro. Holy shit, that's insane.
Yeah, with the game pre-installed.
There is no way, dude.
Yeah, if I can find the link again when I'm off the call, I'll put it in the chat so you can see it.
Holy shit. That is insane. That could be an old build of the game. Like wow.
Yeah,
More.
every day I'm seeing more information that's making my hype levels drop like a rock.
Yeah, and again, we're 1 week away. There we go. I think it's working now. So go ahead and recap real quick because I think they can hear you better now.
Yeah, so I was just saying that with the Digital Foundry review, they didn't just get a code for Crimson Desert. They got a PS5 Pro shipped to them with the game already installed on it. So that way they couldn't test it on anything else with that code.
That is. I've never heard of that before, dude. I've never heard of that before. That
yeah,
is
I was
crazy.
shocked when I read it.
That was crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, so, and then also I saw this morning, you talked about it earlier, that the disc build is basically non-existent. It's going to be a Assassin's Creed Shadows situation if you don't have internet. Yeah. Oh, and I saw a screenshot of someone that actually the patch was live, and it said that they had to wait until the release day, March 19th or whatever, to start the game. Yeah.
There's no way. Oh my God. Yeah. Dude, this is worse than Cyberpunk, bro. Where are the viewers at? This is worse than Cyberpunk.
It's going to be a mess.
Dude, what the hell is this?
Yeah, and I'm bummed too, because I wanted to kind of, like you were talking about, might be a Cyberpunk situation, kind of roll through, the 1.0 build. That was probably going to be more fun than the actual game.
Yeah, and they've obviously prevented that because
it must be really bad.
Oh yeah, and the fact that they've sent Digital Foundry an actual PS5 Pro, that's unheard. That's insane, bro. That's crazy. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, like I said, if I can find that link, I'll put it in the chat when I'm off the call, so you can see it for yourself.
Yeah, and did you see that the launch trailer, they put it on the PlayStation YouTube channel, and the footage is captured on the computer?
No way.
Dude, I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. It's crazy. What is going on?
That's kind of dishonest. You would think if it's on the official PlayStation channel, it should be on a PlayStation of some kind.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. I mean, GTA 6 was captured on PS5. That trailer too. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's insane. This is insane. Like, people need to wake up on this game.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to probably go cancel, because I had it pre-ordered at the local GameStop. I'm probably going to cancel it once that news of the disc build this morning.
Oh. Yeah, you said there was a patch out and they couldn't even download it because they have to wait until. That's insane.
Well, it let them download the patch, but when they tried to start the game, it says you had to wait until.
Dude, they locked them out. What the heck? Single player game, by the way. What is this garbage?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, unreal. Well, we appreciate you for calling in, man, and thanks for that heads up. That is insane because I haven't watched the Digital Foundry video, and that is insane.
All right. Well, hey, sounds good. Thanks for having me on,
take care, man. Take care.
Bye.
That is unbelievable. That we can certainly tell you. Oh, shit. How does this work? Bro, I can't even figure this out. I can't even figure this out. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that we could tell you. Okay, I guess we got to create a new link every time. That's really inconvenient. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me see. No, maybe I'm dumb. Hold on. Join. Is this the same caller? Who the hell is this? Is it trying to? I don't even know what the hell is going on. How do I get back in the link? Okay, we're gonna make a new one. I don't know how to work this. We're gonna make a new one. I don't know how to work this. I'm gonna make one more. Looks like you got to make one every time. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. There's the new link if you want to call in here. There is the new link if you want to call in. Some technical difficulties, but nonetheless. Try and get it going here. Hello, cheers. What if we just switch over? Hold on. What is this using? Number 2. Okay, now it's doing that. No one is calling in. The link is right there. What if we just mute this one? What is this one? Number 3. We're gonna mute 2. Now this is not the microphone audio. Is that worse or better? I think it's just gonna have to be done that way. That's an easier way. But no, we're using this because no one's using it. You do not need Apple to use it. I don't understand. Anyone can click the link. You guys are making excuses. It's not how it works. You do not need Apple to call in. Anyone can call in. Anyone can call in. You do not need Apple to call in. Oh. You do not need Apple to call in. And we'll try and get someone else on the line here. We're not using Discord. Anyone that's mentioning Discord, you get banned. That's a terrible platform. This is a better platform. Nope. We didn't use Discord in 2020 because everyone uses it. We don't use what everyone uses. Go fuck yourself. Okay, we got 2 people calling in. It's working perfectly here. I think we got the audio solution figured out. Anyone mentioning Discord gets banned. Here we go. Hello? 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 Now how do I... Hello? Waiting, by the way. What the fuck's that mean? You guys got to be ready. Not connected. He hung up. Fucking bleeding. Let's ring his ass. What does that mean? I screenshotted on Twitter where John from Digital Foundry said that they got shipped a console instead of a download code. I'm not sure how you get the screenshot though. That's it. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Okay, this guy's not. He can't figure it out. How do we close this? Is that going to invite 2 people on? No, we don't need 2 people on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, man. I'm just curious about why you think Kingdom Desert sucks.
Well, I mean, it doesn't look that good. What you mean?
No, because I pre-ordered it already off of a PlayStation because everyone on YouTube was talking about how good it was and whatnot, about how it's going to be like a mech in it and like dragons and a Belgian wires and stuff like that. I thought that sounded pretty cool.
Well, what do you have? Do you have a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 5 Pro or?
A PlayStation 5 Pro.
Oh, then you're probably good. Well, Digital Foundry just put out a new video. If you want to check that out, I mean, to see if it floats your boat. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello? Is it breaking up? Yeah, it might be breaking up here. We're gonna move on to the next caller here.
I can see you.
Oh, you can see me? I'm trying to figure this out, bro. I don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Let me do that. Well, how do you... Yeah, this is kind of terrible. I gotta learn how to use this. I don't know how to do this. How do I get this? How do I... It closes everything out, and then you join back in, and they're still in there. How do you get people out? We got to learn how this works. Hold on. How do you get people out of the thing? Who designed this? I guess you just got to create new links if they don't leave. I don't know. I'm confused. How do I get people out of the thing? I don't know. A little confusing to me. You would think it would be intuitive, but... I guess you can't hide others. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. The fuck? Okay, we're having, you know, that's why we're testing this out here, because we have to figure out how it works. We got a lot of issues here. We got a lot of issues here. Hello? Why is it one channel? There's no way. Hello? Why is that? Dude! You guys were listening with one ear. There we go. Okay. I guess you have to create a new link every time. Which is really annoying. But I guess that works. I don't know. Okay, we'll just create a new one here. How do you get out of this? I thought this was easy. Okay, we're just going to create a new one. I don't know how to kick people out of the thing. Maybe you can't. I don't care if it's worse. We're still using this. Let's see. It's going to be world class this way, and no one else is using it. Okay, we're going to copy it. We're going to paste the new link in. I guess you got to do one link at a time for one caller. I don't fucking know. I can't figure it out. If they don't hang up, then it doesn't. There's got to be a way to kick people out. Okay, the new link is live here. It's sounding more and more terrible for Crimson Desert. We got 27 on the battery here. He wasn't finished. Well, we're having issues here. Okay, we're having issues. If someone knows how to do this, how do I kick people out? You can't right click. Maybe creating a new link every time is really annoying. There's got to be a way to kick people out. I know there is, because I've seen it before. Okay, there's 2 callers calling in. If you hang up, maybe that's what you do. I don't know. Okay, we're going to go to this guy right here. Let's see what he has to say. Well, I was trying to move on to the next caller, but I'm not sure how this works. It's gonna be a thing where we have to learn how this works. Okay, if you are waiting to call in, go ahead and... Oh, here we go. We click X on this. Yeah, remove participant. We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. Best call-in system. Watch this shit. Once we figure this out, it is going to be a great call-in system. No, I figured it out. No, I figured it out. I'm dumb as hell. There we go. You're back. I think we figured it out.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So what were you saying?
I didn't hear what you were talking about Digital Foundry, about the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, they just put up gameplay for the PS5 Pro on Digital Foundry.
Right.
Yeah, so if you want to check that out, I mean, since you're getting it on the PlayStation 5 Pro, you could check out how it looks and stuff like that.
Right. Did it show video footage and gameplay and stuff like it?
Yeah, they showed gameplay. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you heard of the new James Bond game coming out?
Yeah, that's coming out in May, isn't it?
Yeah. I pre-ordered that too. Do you think that is going to be any good?
Yeah, it could be good. We'll have to see. It could be good. I mean, we'll have to see on that one. You know, it's going to be a mix of the Hitman game and maybe Uncharted.
Yeah, some people are saying it sucks because I think it is too woke. Because it won't be the old thing.
It's over. It's got woke themes. It's over.
Yeah, because people are saying he won't be the old James Bond that he used to be.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a sad situation. I mean, it could have woke.
Hello?
It could have woke themes. It could have woke themes. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello?
Wait, how do we get this? It's confusing. Okay, he has to hang up. There's like 8 callers trying to call in. How do you work this? There's no X button on this guy. Wait, who the hell was... Why is it doing this? Okay, let's go ahead and take this guy's call here while we wait for that. How do you get this guy off? Once we figure this out, it's going to be a lot better. How is this so terrible to use? Hello? Okay, so he left. I guess he... Okay, we're waiting for you to join. He's calling back in. Give me 1 second. Get this guy out of here. Jesus Lord, it just fucking... It doesn't work like we think. This is ridiculous. Waiting for others. Okay, try and click on the link again. I don't know. We're having to work through it. I've never used this before. Just when you think you got it figured out, we clicked one button and it closed the whole thing. Guys, click the link. There was like 4 callers waiting. I'm trying to get to these callers here. I don't know. There we go right there. Oh, hell no. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hello? Hello? Look at this guy. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
Hello.
Who is this?
Hello, this is Garai.
No, there's no way. There's no way.
Garai. Michael, where have you been, Mike?
Where have you been, bro?
Where you've been hiding all this time, Michael?
No. Where have you been? You been up there in that castle in Transylvania, by the way?
Is everything I wanted in my castle, Michael?
Dude! You're still in the castle, by the way. It's over.
The girl, everything is back, Michael.
Bro, you're still in the castle 6 years later. It's over. Surrounded by Cheetos.
Where the good days, Michael? I can beat you 2 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can beat you, Michael. Where is the challenge anymore?
What you mean, homie? We're getting off. Oh my God, dude, that guy's castle. You can't. Oh my God, it's the worst call-in system in the world. If they don't hang up, it goes right back to them. Like, I don't... There's got to be a better... Okay, we're just going to... It's like they have to hang up in order for this to... I don't understand it. Okay, the link is still active. You guys want to call in? It's just like one at a time, I guess. It's one at a time. It's a sad situation. The link is still active here. Let's try that. We have to figure out how this works. And that's going to take multiple times of doing it. Because I still... It seems like it works how you want it to work, and then it doesn't. Guys, click the link and get in there. You don't have to have Apple. Clearly not. I mean, that guy, I mean, motherfucker, he's in a castle calling in. It's unreal. Yeah, we are getting low on the battery here, but we've been long enough here. They can't handle it. I mean, they don't... One person's discussed it. I saw that one guy calling back in. I was trying to get to his call. Waiting for others, by the way. No one is calling in. Click on the link, unless that's a different link. I don't understand. Should be the same link. There we go. It is working. How do we... Let's do audio only. Maybe this is how you can do it. Okay, here we go. So we got... Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, mate.
Oh, Lord.
Been a while.
Let's go ahead and get you off the air. This is a cop. No. My show, bud. Don't act friendly on here when you bitch about shit on the internet. No, we ain't. You're not in. Call in. We'll go to the next guest. Okay, there we go. No, I don't want to see a fake smile. We don't want to see a fake smile from these clowns. We're going to the next guest. Unreal. Here we go. There's a lot of audio issues here. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Radiance 481 super
Okay, Maybe Radiance is coming through. He says these mid games aren't worth gaming.
These mid games aren't
worth getting. It's a sad situation, that we could tell you. That we could tell you. Let's go ahead and get the lasers out here. I don't know if they're going to work. They probably won't. Yeah, well, it's just, he was already starting to play the fake stuff, you know. They talk shit about you and make videos on you, 25 long-minute videos, all these streams, all this crap, and then they call in with a smile. It's like, I'm not playing fake. You can, you know, that's long past us. Here we go. We're going to go to the next caller here. Little confusing here on how this works, but we'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, you don't get to call in if you're a crazy person. I mean, we'll just go to the next guest. Yeah, and make sure you're ready. I don't know how this works. It's confusing, but I think we're eventually getting it. Let's take a look here. Okay, that guy quit, so now it takes me back to this. And why is it calling this guy back? See, this is it like calls the guy back or something? I don't fucking know. There we go. Maybe it doesn't. I don't fucking know. Let's go, guys. We got 17%. You can make it work or you can't. It's up to you. Not connected. Then how do I get him off? Like, what is this? How do I get this guy off? Ugh, this is bad. This is horrible. Let's see here. This is literally the same thing as Discord. You don't have to have Apple to call in. You literally click the link and you can call in. There's literally no difference. It's just on my end, we can't really figure it out when there's multiple people calling in how to get to the next. Yeah, and this guy is trying to break it or something. I'll create a new one then. That's what we're gonna have to do because this guy's making it dry. Unless no one else is calling in. Someone click on the link right now so I can get to your call. We got 15% battery here. That's why we're not doing call-ins because you guys don't want to call in. We're talking about Crimson Desert. If you're not going to talk about Crimson Desert, we are not taking your call. This is not a parasocial show. It's called Crimson Desert. There was like two guys that talked about it, and that was it. Out of what, 4 or 5 calls, 6 calls? We're talking about Crimson Desert. We gotta learn how this works, because it is a little confusing. And okay. I can't select who I want. Who designed this? Jesus Lord! If I hit join as first guy, I don't know what the hell's going on. Never mind, maybe it's not. Okay, let's get this guy off. We're gonna pick this guy. There we go. I think I figured it out. He's back again! He's back again! Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Apparently not. Okay, we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead and go to the here. See, and then it closes the whole thing out. So I'm trying to understand this here. It closes the whole thing out. We come back in. Well, I thought it was going to be more intuitive than this. Let's take a look here. So here's what we're going to do. Hold on. We're trying to understand this here. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're waiting for someone to call in here. This guy just keeps calling it in here like, bro, what you want? There we go. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
That's what we're talking about. We got it working. We got it working. This is the third time.
Yeah. I wasn't done, man.
Oh, well, we're trying to figure this out. You know, if it's pretty complicated, but we got 12% on the battery, so we got to wrap it up here soon anyway.
I just wanted to finish of what I was saying about that other game we were talking about, and then I'll be done. People say that they don't like it because the James Bond won't be the same James Bond from his older movies. So they're calling it like woke flop and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it will have woke themes. I mean, it certainly doesn't look like it certainly doesn't really look like James Bond, but I mean.
Yeah, he isn't gonna be much of a womanizer.
Exactly.
Back then. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
Mean, they said here in an interview, when someone asked if he was still going to be a womanizer, they said yes, but not how he, something like not what you would expect from him in his older movies.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not going to be anything like the old movies. I mean.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. Thanks for calling in, and we're going to get to the next caller here. We're going to get to one more call here before we got to wrap it up. Appreciate you.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy on here. See, I don't know how. They have to hang up. If they don't hang up, here we go. We're trying to learn this. If they hang up, it works. If they don't hang up. Okay, this guy's not working either. Okay, we got two guys calling in. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say. There's the whole queue is full. It says waiting. I don't know what we're waiting for. We got 9% on that battery. It's going quick. It's cold out here. Okay, you make sure you guys hit the right button when you call in. Big Mac is calling in. Let's try. We're trying to get someone on the air here. There's three. Hello, you're on the air. The whole system is broke. Unreal. Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Who is this? Hello, you're on the air. Can you hear me? You're a little low. You're a little low. You're a little low.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, that's way better. There we go. What do you think about Crimson Desert?
What do I think about Crimson Desert? I think that it's going to be a masterpiece, honestly.
Now, let me ask you this. What do you think about the whole
You know
digital...
who this is?
Well, that's not important right now. We're talking about Crimson Desert. What do you think about the Digital Foundry footage?
I think it's all a sham. I think, they got sent to PS5 Pro. It's all fake, bro. Digital Foundry shows every game. What are you talking about?
That's insane. They got a PS5 and motherfucking ass. Dude, I've never heard of that. They got sent a PS5. That's crazy.
I know. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody getting sent the...
Yeah.
You said it was pre-installed on the console.
Yeah,
right?
that is crazy. That's insane.
That is wild. So they wanted to make sure they couldn't play it on base PS5.
Holy shit! Damn, yeah. I guess that's holy shit, dude. That's horrible. What is this? This is worse than Cyberpunk.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's
Unreal.
going to be way worse. Watch. We're going to get it. It's going to be just schmeary textures, T-posing. You just watch.
Yeah. Well, I hope it's not. Well, actually, I hope it is that bad because we need the gaming scene is really dead right now. I mean, it's a sad situation.
No, I agree. I know. We need something that's more entertaining because these games, when you play them, they're not entertaining at all. So we need something that's completely broken so we can point our fingers and laugh and we can get world class on the cover of USA Today.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah. Well, we've already been on there. I mean, we need to be on there again. So hopefully Crimson Desert sucks because you know what I mean. That's what we're gonna look for. But the fact that they sent the whole ass PS5 Pro is crazy. That's insane.
I know it. We need to get you some exclusive coverage so she
that's
can't take the shine away from you again.
That's what we're talking about. Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks for calling in. We're going to try and get to one more caller before the battery dies. Let's see if we can make this happen here. Let's see if we can make this happen here. I don't know how do you. The thing is with this is that if they don't hang up, you can't get them off the air. I don't understand.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Final caller. Yeah. Hello. You're on the air.
To be honest, I was not expecting this. I really thought that this game was at least gonna be a little bit more prepared for the launch. But now that it's de novo, I don't know what to expect about it. I mean, performance is going to be hurt a lot by that, and there's a lot of people crying already about nobody. So.
Hear a damn thing he was saying. I mean, well, I couldn't hear it. What he was saying. Like, what do you want me to do? We're gonna go back, try and get one more caller here. I'm trying to figure out how this works. This is very confusing software. Shouldn't be. There's like 8 different people in here. How do I select any? How do you do this?
Hear a damn thing he was saying. Well, I couldn't hear it.
Who the hell is that? They got
Right
me.
now?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to. How do you get people off the thing, bro? How do you get people... Can't get people off if they don't hang up. It goes right back to them. Who designed this crap? They have to hang up, and now they're not going to hang up. Unless we... Oh, my God. It's not working how we thought. Unless we're using it wrong. Could be. It goes right back to this guy. Who the hell is this?
Back to them.
How do you?
They have to hang up, and now they're not going there.
It's replaying my voice. We have to make a new link. I think it's one link each call. It's really annoying, but unreal. Ugh. Well, we're gonna have to wrap it up anyway. We're at 5% battery. That's about it for the calls. It works, but it's pretty wonky. So, alrighty. Well, we're gonna wrap this up here. We got audio issues. We got tons of problems. It's a sad situation. So here we go. Crimson Desert. Before we wrap this up one last time, no base console gameplay. People have called in and they have said that Digital Foundry has been sent the actual console itself and not a code, so I guess they can't play it on the base PS5. I have no idea. Sounds crazy to me, really crazy to me. So we'll have to see how this one turns out here today. And we had a lot of technical issues. I don't know if we'll ever figure it out, because quite frankly, it might not be able to be figured out. It seems like they have to hang up or something. But we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to wrap it up here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show for those that did. And we will see you later. It's over. Hey there, mister, who let the simpleton out of the asylum? Arthur! We need Arthur! Hello, cheers! It's a bit of a drag, isn't it?